Welcome to another edition of Brooklyn versus everybody. On this episode, we're talking about men's tennis. I'm your host, Dr. Philly Kaggs, and tonight's challenges are Chris Gudadero.
I'm gonna win this match about tennis, and that, my friends, is no Djokovic.
And Rich Hahn.
Chris can rally all day long, but I'm 7 aces all day.
So please like, share, and subscribe to the Bridgeside Network, and may the best argument win. Welcome to another edition of Brooklyn versus everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Philly Kaggs. To my left, I got our challengers, Chris Gudadero and Rich Hahn. Before we get started, I want to send a special thanks to our friends at Hardcore Italians. As you can see, they got some great merchandise, some great shirts. If you're Italian, you know what they mean. But please go over to hardcoreitalians.com and use the code BrooklynVersus. That's Brooklyn VS to use that for a promo code, get some money off, and tell them that your friends at Brooklyn Verse sent you. So, tonight, we're talking about men's tennis. We're going to talk about some of the greatest tennis players. We're going to talk about some of the greatest events in men's tennis. We're going to start with the individuals. We're going to start with the players. So, at the end of the day, when everyone's retired and all the dust settles, who will be the greatest tennis player of all time? I'm going to start with Rich Hahn. Rich, your 30 seconds starts now.
I'm going to go with the most recent winner. Novak Djokovic. I think he will have a better career at the end when he retires than Federer and Nadal, although Federer and Nadal have more Grand Slams right now, but he's much younger than Federer and a year younger than Nadal, and their head-to-head matches, Novak's got them both in the head-to-head matches. But when they face him head-to-head, he's a great competitor, and I think he's better than both of them, actually.
Okay, all right. Chris, your 30 seconds starts now.
All right, I'm going to go with Nadal. Okay. So even though Nadal lost to Federer, he lost to Djokovic, he has beaten both of them. Nadal, he's close in age with Djokovic, so he still has years left where he can catch up and get more Grand Slams. And he could definitely catch up to Federer, who's in his late 30s. I believe he's about 38 now. Yeah. So Nadal definitely has time to catch up. Federer, who still looks great, I don't know how much more of a career he could have, because tennis, it's a lot of moving around. I know his body took a beating in that loss to Djokovic yesterday.
No way Nadal's catching up.
So neither of you chose Federer, and I find that very remarkable. He has the most Grand Slams of all time right now.
Mm-hmm. I believe 20 Grand Slams?
And he was just in the final. He just beat Nadal. And you're talking about...
Djokovic in the finals.
I'm saying he beat Nadal in the semifinals. I apologize. And he lost to Djokovic in the most recent Grand Slam that we've had. He lost in an epic battle. So even though I know he's 37, he's still bringing it. But I will...
It's the type of player
I'm surprised that you haven't chosen. So do you think Nadal is as good as these guys on the hard court, as opposed to he has an unbelievable dominance on the clay court? Do you think he's as good as these guys on the hard court?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I've seen Nadal play. I know a few years ago he had injuries as well, so that's why I don't think he has. That's my opinion why he doesn't have more Grand Slams than he should. He's only a couple, he's only a couple behind Federer. Nadal, I saw him live in the U.S. Open when he played Cork a few years ago. He is a machine. Okay. I think he's the best.
Okay, so I'll go and flip the question. Djokovic hasn't really had no one else has had success on clay courts as opposed to Nadal. Do you think that has hurt Djokovic?
No, because I think Djokovic's time is coming in the courts. I think Nadal's on his way up. The way he plays, he's a power tennis player, and you could tell by his recent performances that he's not going to be able to continue like Federer. Federer is a finesse tennis player, just a graceful guy. But Djokovic is a perfect balance of power and finesse, and I think he will have a longer career than Nadal. I think Nadal has maybe 2 or 3 years left because his knees. He's sliding around that clay court. That's no easy task for a tennis player, and he's
won 10 of them though.
But also
Federer. Has Djokovic won in the French Open?
I don't think
Djokovic won in the French Open.
Djokovic has not, but his time is coming. But also their head-to-head record is Djokovic has a better record against Nadal in head-to-head, and also Federer head-to-head.
Okay. All right. I made my ruling. So Rich, you know how I'm a stickler for details, and you know that the best argument wins. And your argument was flawed. Djokovic does have a French Open title. He has the career Grand Slam. If you gave it to me, honestly, I would have said Djokovic was the winner. And he probably was better than Nadal. Even though, guys, I'm still flabbergasted that Federer is not in one of your arguments, because I think Federer is the best. But for best argument, I got to give it to Nadal. 10 points goes to
Let's go,
Chris.
baby.
Take it. I don't need the first 10 points anyway.
Okay.
Take it.
Rich didn't win the first argument, so now the raw Rich Hahn comes out. He gets that edge on his
Got that
shoulder,
roar.
the chip on his shoulder. Look at it. Look at that face. I wish. There we go.
You
Now,
can get in the camera.
all right, here we go. Now, so we talked a lot about Grand Slams. Talked about different Grand Slams. So, guys, what is the best Grand Slam? What's your favorite? Now, I'm going to say, what do you think is the greatest Grand Slam out of the four of them? Chris, your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, I automatically have to say the U.S. Open.
Okay.
How can I not? I mean, I haven't. That was the one I was there. Like I said, I saw Nadal play Korig. I mean, to me, a lot of the tennis games, even though the courts are different, a lot of it is very similar as well because it's the crowd can't yell until the serve is finished. Okay. I'm going with the U.S. Open. Close to home, get to watch it every year.
All right. Rich,
It's special to me.
Rich had a lot of faces during that one, and I feel like he's ready to pounce. So, Rich, your 30 seconds starts now.
U.S. Open, you gotta be kidding me. That's the most boring tournament.
Oh,
in the
come
Grand
on.
Slam.
You haven't seen enough tennis.
Okay, Wimbledon is a very classy event. You're outdoors on the grass. Lovely. Best Grand Slam is
in New
Roland Garros that takes place in France. You know why? Because it's on clay, and it has another element to the game where players have to learn to slide and play the game. That's where your favorite player, Nadal, really takes the tournament. Because he has that power, and he slide all over the court. And I think that's another element of tennis that, you only see it in Roland Garros.
All right.
Did you see that
I'm not
pronunciation?
gonna lie.
Right?
I've made my
you pronounce-
ruling already. Chris, you really didn't give me a reason why U.S. Open was
didn't.
the best.
It
You
was
just said
close to
I gotta
home.
go with U.S. Open, and then you
close
just
to
told me
home.
you've been there,
That's
and then
it.
all the tournaments are the same, and then you came back, and the last thing you said was it's close to home.
That's
Rich,
it. That's all I need.
well thought out, different. Even though I'm not a big fan of the clay because it's been the downfall of some great players, but you bought it with a better argument. So, Rich,
That's
so
right.
edgy Rich Hahn gets the 10 points.
Did you pronounce that right?
Roland Garros.
He really he did put. I like it. All right, so we're moving on. We're tied 10-10.
10-10.
We're going
Oh, boy.
on to. So we talked about a lot of great players. We have a lot of great players that we talk about. Djokovic, Nadal, Federer. Is this the greatest time in men's tennis? So, Rich, I'm going to give it to you first. You serve. You like that. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Yes, 100%. This is, just the top players in tennis, the top 10 players. We got Djokovic, you got Tsonga, you got Del Piero from Argentina, Federer, Nadal, and all that. But the thing is, I think we are coming to an end of the golden age of tennis. I think a lot of the top players, because you see a list of the Grand Slam winners, it's dominated by Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer. And eventually, I think 5 more years out of those guys you get.
Okay.
But we're coming to an end.
Chris, your rebuttal starts now.
I think we are in the golden age of tennis, and I think it will continue. Not to get off topic too much, but you have Tom Brady. Age is just a number. Tom Brady's still winning Super Bowls. I still think that for the next few years, you will see Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer continue to dominate. Because, like I said, age is just a number. A lot of people are playing longer when it comes to sports, especially baseball as well.
Okay. So you guys kind of gave me a little bit of will it continue or not continue. So I'm going to give you 15 seconds each to give me a little amendment. Why is this era better than the other eras? So I'm going to give Chris to start now. Chris, I'm going to give you 15 seconds on the clock now. We're changing it up a little bit. 15 seconds starts now.
Well, Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal, that's like just watching the big three. That's Jordan, LeBron, and Durant in my eyes. So I'm watching the best of the best. Those are the 3 leaders when it comes to the Grand Slam titles. So that's all I need to say.
Rich? Get a chance to rebuttal there.
I think it will come to an end in 5.
No. Why is it better than the other eras?
Why is it
Come
better
on.
than the
Why
other?
is this era better than the other eras?
I'm getting nervous.
It's because the talent. You don't see this. You're not going to see Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic again in the next round of players. I don't think that's going to happen. It's just they've been a lot of young talent, and they haven't been able to really step them, even beat them at tournaments.
Okay.
So I think until they're gone,
Okay.
this tournament, it's
Okay.
they're
So,
the greatest.
I understand what you're saying, but you're really talking about that. Your argument is more based on their dominance. I wanted to know why their dominance made this era better than the era where Becker and Connors and McEnroe and all those guys played. Honestly, neither of you really touched on it, but if someone touched on it a little bit more, It was Chris. I even gave you extra 15 seconds and directed you of exactly what I wanted to hear. And barely you guys told me. But Chris told me a
15
little bit
seconds.
more. So, Chris, you get the 10 points.
Only have 15
He's
seconds.
up 20 to 10. Follow instructions. That's what it's to
man.
go. Anyway, you guys are up. So Chris is up 20 to 10. I do agree that I don't think you'll ever see an era with these three guys playing at the top of their game. Because there were eras with great players, with great rivalries. But I don't think you've ever seen something with like a three-person rivalry happen. Like McEnroe had Becker.
I mean, that's the thing.
like-
These guys were dominant when they were in the younger
know.
20s. Like,
I know.
remember, like,
It's amazing.
I've watched them since high
amazing.
school, you know,
It is-
all the way till now.
It really is amazing.
No one's
the
really
fact that
had,
Federer is still in these
2000s,
finals is amazing.
no, no one has
So-
really topped them.
We're going to our challenge. No one's out of it yet. We have a 20 to 10 lead. Chris is up. Chris has 20. Rich has
challenge.
10. We're going to the
Very
challenge.
close one.
So this challenge is buzzer, guys.
Buzzer.
So, tennis is a great international game. From all different countries, these players come and these players don't come here because they go all over the world and play. Like Chris mentioned that one of the majors is in America, but how great is it that the four major tournaments, one's in Australia, one's in France, one's in England, and one is in America. So going on that international flavor of tennis, I'm going to give you guys the tennis players, and you guys are going to have to buzz in and tell me the country of origin, the country they're from. All right, so get your buzzers. There we go. Okay, so we'll start off the top. Roger Federer.
Sweden.
Sweden is incorrect.
Switzerland.
Switzerland is correct.
I knew something with an SW.
Rich
God
Hahn.
damn it.
Sweden.
Rich Hahn takes
boy.
it.
I don't see a single
I-
blonde
I
lock on that
automatic-
head.
The judge is going to be mad I got that one
good.
wrong.
No, I'm not
Do I
gonna be
automatically
mad.
lose?
No,
Because you love Federer so much?
No. How about we'll go Rafael Nadal?
Spain.
Spain it is.
Go,
All
guys.
right.
Those big ass palms over there.
You're
We'll
supposed
go.
to be good with the hands, you know, the,
All right.
the ninja stuff.
All right, take it easy.
Wow.
Got quick hands.
No, he's got to push that edge on your shoulder with that.
I got it.
All right.
I got it.
You asked for the ninja.
Djokovic. I believe, guys, comment down. I believe it was Rich who got it first.
Yes. And it's Serbia.
Serbia is correct. 2-1. Rich Hahn. Okay.
Jeez.
We'll put the light. The lights help me. The lights help me,
Sorry,
guys.
I-
Okay. Pete Sampras.
I don't even know. Greece.
Greece is wrong. I heard.
Come on, we can hear you back there.
Yeah, and you still got it wrong. So, Rich.
No, they said it after I got it wrong.
Sampras.
I missed it. Is he American?
He's American.
Yes, he's American. Yes, USA.
His last name is Greek, but he's American. 3-1, Rich. All right.
I have no idea. This is best of 7, right?
We'll go best 7. Andre Agassi.
He's Italian.
That is incorrect.
No idea.
2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Russia.
2.
No idea.
Russia?
I have no idea. You gotta say that one, man.
All right, we kick it back to Rich Hahn. No, it just goes back to it's going back.
Back-
It's like a volley. We got a bad volley, but it's a volley. We got 10, 9, 8,
American.
7. Americans! Andre Agassi! Guys, it's not where their grandparents are from. It's where
Well, you said their country.
their country.
Country.
Yeah.
Their country.
Andre Agassi was born in America. Pete Sampras was
he's
born in
born in
Federer is
America.
still not Sweden.
Yes, you're right. All right.
I don't know.
Do
Something
you
with
want
the
me to keep
SW.
going? Rich has locked it up with the 4-1. Unless
Nah,
Rich
that's
wants
it.
to wager. Unless Rich wants to
No, I'm not dumb. I'm not wagering anything.
Oh, he's not
I'm taking this
wagering.
home. This is a victory
right.
for me.
All
But
right.
let's finish
So-
it. Let's do it.
All right, we'll finish it.
We'll finish it.
right.
Let's for
For
fun.
good sport.
All right. Boris Becker.
Netherlands.
No.
Boris Becker. America.
Germany.
Germany.
Oh, like Beck's beer.
We got one more.
Well,
if you
there was
want.
like 5 other Americans, so
We
why
got
not?
one more if you want. Andy Murray.
London.
That's not a country.
England. Same shit.
No, it's not. It's definitely not the
London's
same.
in England.
Oh,
London's in England.
yes, it is.
Not a country, bro.
Okay, that's another edition of Brooklyn Versus. That's a great challenge. Rich comes back and wins. Still got the 20 on the point per game. Just
Yeah.
throwing you a little bone there. All right,
all right.
guys.
Good
Thank
job.
you for watching for another edition of Brooklyn Versus, where the best argument always wins.
Oh, what'd I say?
Tonight, Bridgeside Slayer Han triumphed over Chris Gudadero 30-20. Here are your Brooklyn versus season standings.